Greetings, I am that I am. It's March 2nd, 2025. This video is going to be titled, Thy Will Be Done. Really quickly, for the last 25 years, probably more than that, I've been incredibly dedicated and committed to God, to learning about me, about spirituality, about meditation, about truth, about life. And to the level that every day became a life and a death for a very, very long time, on that level of commitment. I have seen things and experienced things that, if I was to tell you, you just wouldn't believe it. But I'll just say this, that my life is very supernatural, to the point that supernatural is simply our natural. It really is, you guys. There is no bottom and there is no ceiling to this. And you're going to see and experience as much as you want to, as much as you work towards, and as much as you commit to. But I think it's really important that we dissolve the ceiling and dissolve the basement, because the closer you get to Creator and the more experiences you have with the Creator, which is not a thought, theory, idea, concept, story in a book, character in a book, it's a living, tangible thing that you can touch. You begin to comprehend that there is, we've put incredible limitations on Creator. We've watered down the word and the idea and the concept, and it's not. It's an experience that you have to have in order to comprehend what Creator is. And when you're in that space, that rarefied air, there's only one thing that comes to the mind, and that is I am that I am. And what that means is somehow it's a declaration. Somehow I am this, and you are all of it. So let me say first and foremost, for those that maybe are just getting on the path, people that have been on the path for a while, until we actually touch that truth, Creator is a theory and a concept, and that will never ever do. But once you touch the oneness, you are never the same. And that is the key phrase, oneness. Because we have been taught as human beings duality and separation, the Luciferian teachings. Every governing system on earth right now is Luciferian in nature. The government, man's religion, what is divided and what is separated man from man, man from woman, tribe from tribe, more than man's religion. It's a Luciferian construct. Okay. So I've experienced endless and countless things, and for me it's all about, when you talk about worshiping God or being on the path, now for me it's all about techniques. It just comes down to, that's the language now. What's your technique? What are you experiencing? What are you touching? How did you get there? And guys, that's where it's at. Not theories, proven techniques that get you from point A to point B to point C, and the alphabet keeps on going beyond Z. So I've learned incredible techniques, and I've learned so much. However, just recently, after all of this commitment and dedication, Creator very powerfully came through to say, okay, well done. Now I'm taking you back to square one. I was like, And you know what square one is? Thy will be done. Thy will be done. And should always be our first step. Because when you echo that phrase, it's on. It is on. So make sure you don't say the words unless you're ready for everything you think you know to be utterly destroyed, so that you can be born again with a pure foundation. Now, this is very important, especially for where we're at, for every living being, but we are at on planet Earth, where there's a lot of devious, misinformation and lies and corruption, it's all over the place, right? Here's why Creator brought me back to square one. Every living person, and by the way, if we're going to talk about the darkness and all the things that it's doing on planet Earth, like I will do, you must offer remedy. You must give a remedy. You must offer a solution. That's what Creator says. Otherwise, you're simply edifying the darkness and celebrating it and making it seem like it's untouchable when it's not. Every living person, every living soul has the ability to affect and change his reality, the entire planet. Every living soul has divine judgment within them, okay, that we can access, but only when you give that scepter to Creator God. Then and only then are you permitted to shift and to change your reality. And why is that? Because we don't have any discernment. And I'll raise my hand first. We've been taught to judge everything, which is breaking rule number one. Don't judge anything. Observe. Don't judge it. Observe it. Because within our judgment, our silent judgments or our verbal judgments, we are crucifying ourselves because we are one with all of it. Okay? You are one with your enemy, the neighbor that you don't like. He's one with you. Believe me, I know. Because when I'm in that place within Source, there is only one. There's not two. There's only one. Okay? But again, until you touch that truth, you don't know that truth. But trust me, we are one. So duality and separation is the poison. It is the club that we beat ourselves with. Our job is to judge nothing, observe everything. Now, here's the key, and here's how you're going to use the scepter of divine justice, which is a very powerful thing. The most powerful thing we possess. But we're giving it to Creator God first, because Creator has perfect vision and perfect discernment when we have none, little to none, okay? So, our job is this. When you see something or someone that seems out of balance, and there's all kinds of targets right now on planet Earth to say, that doesn't look right. And I'm going to bring up a couple that I want to talk about. I say, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right to me. That looks imbalanced. That looks dark to me. That doesn't look healthy. That looks wrong, okay? It was just as an observation. Creator God, thy will be done. And it is. Now, I'm all about shifts. I'm all about results, guys. Why shouldn't we be? We should be all about results, getting us back to Source. And it shouldn't take 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months to know if something works or it doesn't work, okay? And life's all about experimenting. All I do is experiment. You know, I'll get an idea, a concept, and I'll go try it. Oh, that actually works. Well, then write it down. You know what I mean? Because that's called truth. So here's what happened immediately for me. There was nothing more to protect. There was nothing to destroy. There was nothing to attack. There was nothing to defend. Because I've given it to Him. Given it all. From my relationship. And by the way, you know, have the courage to take, if you've been in a relationship, new relationship, 10-year relationship, or like me, 20-year relationship. When I said, thy will be done with this, and I got out the paper and said, we're going to sign your name. I want the highest love. Do you want the highest love? Then sign your name to it. And guess what? We got flipped upside down almost instantly. Our foundation was like, boom! And it was like, you know what I mean? Because God, He said, okay, I'll take over from here. You know what I mean, guys? Thy will be done is our greatest gift. You are handing the scepter to Creator and said, do what you will. Because you have perfect discernment. I don't. And guys, and by the way, and all the crazy stuff going on this planet, we don't know there's depth to everything. There's karma being played out. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Creator's got this. There's the black chess pieces and the white chess pieces doing their thing, but it's all one team. Okay, it's all one team. But I'll just, in closing, I want to give one example. In Los Angeles, the Palisades got burnt down, just like Hawaii island got burned down, just like North Carolina got wiped out. This is a theme throughout the world. It doesn't seem right to me. That doesn't add up. It doesn't feel right. And then I saw Gavin Newsom, who seems to me like the most obvious criminal on the face of the earth, straight out of a Batman movie. But it's just, my observation. I'm sorry if I'm being judgmental. And he got up, while the fire, this is on camera, by the way, you can go watch this video, while the fire is burning behind him, and people are dying and animals are dying, he is dancing like a cheerleader. Dancing like a cheerleader, excitedly expressing the fact that they get to build their new smart city that they've been planning for 10 or 20 years now, while people are burning in behind him, without an ounce of remorse. And I searched his soul, couldn't find one. There was nothing behind the eyes. And that's what we're up against, guys, at 11/11 on this video. At 11/11 on this video. Mother, Father God, with Gavin Newsom, with all the fires and the farms being attacked and all over the world. Let the whole thing, Creator God, right now in this moment with my friends here on TikTok, that thy will be done. We are standing in our unconditional freedom, and we will accept nothing else. As I'm saying this, guys, we're getting ready to travel. Remember that what I'm telling you this right now.